stream. It's not going to be a particularly long one today, but I do have a few very attractive looking opals. Have a look at this. Beautiful little fella. This one looks like it's been essentially an offcut for dealing these, but that's okay. I like working with offcuts. This one probably is a wood fossil. Nice black back. Hope there is some difference between that sand there and the black back. If we were able to do that, we've got ourselves an absolute winner. What else have we got here? More wood off a fossil. I reckon this is part of the same thing. I reckon we go for the nodule in the middle. Yay! This is a lovely, lovely, lovely fossil, and I reckon I can get to that opal and the black. So I reckon there's plenty to do here. These three here are pretty good as well, and I've also got one that I'm already halfway through, which I'm going to start with. This will only be maybe half an hour or so, so don't be offended if I don't have a lot of time today, but I thought I'll chuck a quick live stream in. So I hope the sound of the fan doesn't irritate you. And I'm a bit scared. I want to actually try putting the I want to try accessing YouTube from my other phone, but I don't know what would happen if I accessed the same account whilst I was doing the live stream. That might open up a hole in the internet or something. Anyway, here come the noises. Going to put some sound suppression on the Dremel. Hopefully that does. Very quickly here. Put down. I hope you guys will be able to tolerate some light because I'm going to turn it on. Now look at that. No one's here to watch this absolute smasher come out. And if you force choices, that's going to happen. I'm tempted to even have a freeform. Oh, look at that. You can't go wrong with this one. Yeah, that side isn't as good. I'm just going to straighten it out a bit. I'm going to move over to the main event, this side. Oh, hello. Have a look at that one. I thought that would be the business side. We'll see how it goes. Messages are allegedly visible, so we'll see what happens. Just taking a little bit off the back because it's very thin around the sides. The only option I've got other than actually slicing it. This one I'm going to try and get whole. Everything's looking good so far. What I will do is I'll try and just bring this edge in a bit. If that works. It's still just the tiniest bit of sanding. If that works, I'm actually going to try, I'll keep this side then turn that into the cab. Maybe another shape. Well, if worst comes to worst, I just cut that little bit off. I think we're okay. This one's turning out to be a little ripper. Once that's the case, it's turning it into the correct shape. Taking the face guard away now, because I don't think I'm going to get hit by pieces. That corner can go, can't it, pretty much? It's going to end up as an ordinary cab just by nature. Alright, I'll oblige it. A little dot there. I think basically what I'll do is I'll remove that one when I polish it. I reckon that dot will go with the polish. It might even go on this edge. I'm deliberately being a bit hand-fisted to get rid of some of the side because it's a bit too thin. May as well keep going like that. Right. Haha, got it. Alright, so there we go. Nice little cab to start us off. I'll round that later. I'm actually going to Newcastle for a little while, so I'll be rounding that in a few days' time, not, you know, a little bit later, I mean a lot later. Alright, have a look at this bad boy. What will I do with that? What I'm going to do is just get rid of the sand, I reckon. So I might actually do something that's uncharacteristic of me and actually put this whole flat face against there. Or if I'm going to do that, I may as well just slice it off. Yeah, I'll do that. Slice it. Slice it from this side so you've got to see. Oh no, there'll be a bit of mystery if I do it this way. Okay, what I'd suggest is I'll just slice it. There we go. Got a pointer and everything. I'm so professional. Okay, so I think I'll just slice it across here. Okay, so let's have a look at the result. We'll see if we can make a clean opal out of this so far. Hang on. Okay, that sand is telling a bad story. I think that goes all the way through. So what I'll do is I'll try and cut on the layer of the sand and see what happens. Just remember, you can't win them all, folks, so let's see what happens. Or can you? Okay. Nearly dropped it. Okay, so what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do here, just before I do it, I'm just going to cut right across here. Hello Jeff, how you doing? One on you. So this is the less interesting piece. I'll cut that later, but this is the one that I'm going to do now. Hopefully, anyway. I think I can do something with that. I presume you can actually, well, I can see your typing, which is a fairly unique experience. I can actually chat with you whilst I'm doing this. So who's Millsy, by the way? can even this up later. You can see that. Oh, I'll do it now. Oh, Phil! How you doing, mate? I haven't heard from you in ages. I think YouTube has kicked you off my algorithm. Yeah, I can, Jeff. Yeah. Tell you what, mate. You've inspired me. There is a touch down there. I'm going to try silver smithing. Okay, so this is getting to be tiny, but that's okay. I'll just get yeah. That's okay. It's all part of the course, isn't it? Oh, thanks. I think that it's all part of the course. I'm happy to have 3 or 4 people on the stream. I don't think Justin, for example, would be happy with that. Yeah. I don't know, for some reason, Jeff, silver just eludes me. Don't worry, I'll get the hang of it. Okay, so let me have a look. That's a weird piece of... Have a look at the side there. You can see the... I'll leave that for the time being. I might just bring it up a bit, but I don't think it'll cause too many problems. Well, I've got a mandrel here somewhere, Phil. I'm sure you used that somewhere. Oh, really? Yeah, I've got a few chunks of silver lying around. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is... I don't think I can get that black potch out the top of it. I don't mind too much, but that's almost earring size. Not too bad. That'll get polished up later. Let's have a look at what else we got. Got this guy here. About 2 carats. This guy's a... okay. Oh really? So let me guess. A socket set. So you literally would wrap the metal around a socket. I think you're my kind of guy, Phil. Look at my opal setup. You can see that is a repurposed set of drawers. That's just to keep the stuff away, the dust. This one's just an ordinary sander. It's working great. Oh yeah, there you go. Posterity observation and recall attachment. Also, I've changed phones, so I had to make some adjustments to the holder. So this one, just so that you know, I think that if I can get past the sand, there's opal there somewhere. You can see there's a problem here. Actually, I'll just cut that off straight away. Because I think that'll be a different depth. Check that out. How deep does it go? Let's have a look. We might win. You never know. Oh. Ooh. Are we going to make it? I'll stop carving the right hand side just in case that's all I'm left to work with. Oh, the sand is still there. I suppose it makes sense. Things all metric and stuff. Better than using ring sizes, really. Or did you use an imperial set? Alright, this is looking dangerous. I'm going to have to bring it in, I reckon. Suppose I could make a small set of earrings. I'll just do a slight cut. Oh, okay. Is it going to work? Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It'll have a bit of size to it, but not many caps really. And maybe there'll be an issue with sand right over the edges. I think it's okay. So it sounds like you've got a supportive family, Jeff. They're expecting you to give them an inheritance with jewellery. Now I've got all of the opal there, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really gleaming right back at me. The only worry that I've got is that if I flatten it out, we may end up with problems. Well, that corner can go in a little bit to solve a little bit of it. Yeah, I reckon I understand your problem, Jeff. I reckon I should just hire some cleaners and say your payment is whatever you find. You'll notice that there's an ice cream container around here. There's also a plastic, well, it's more of a face shield, but there's also a blue curtain here, and there's also something underneath here as well. That's nice. I have 2 daughters myself. Such champions, really. I think I'll just point out for those people who are fearful, it doesn't hurt, so I can actually literally touch it as I'm doing this. It means you get a great deal of control, more than you think. You're not scared of touching the wheel. Gotta get rid of that sand, that's annoying. There we go. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, just round that off and we've got ourselves a gem. Look at that. We just ran out of opal at the end there, so when I dot that up, I'll mix all that up. That's not bad considering it's a bit of a close run thing. What else have I got here? Not what's interesting. What else is interesting? Chunk of crystal has got slight issue. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this crystal, I'll slice it straight in half, and if it looks good enough I'll keep going with it. If not, I'm going to give up because I don't have that much time to muck around today. Ooh. Go-mo, mate. Go-mo. I'm happier on my end. See you around, mate. Interesting community we have here, isn't it? We're all mad at each other, I reckon. I think you showed me a bit of your garage, Phil. And I recognise, I'm not saying that, you know, we're exactly alike or anything, but I recognise some of my madness in there. I suppose the Phils have got to stick together. It's interesting, this one. Luckily I have a secret weapon, a chunk of black potch. I might just double it. So that means I'm less restrained with my cutting. Although that's actually made it. That's not, even though it's small, it's actually made it. So it's quick. Yeah, just cut this off. Got myself a jam. What do you know? Pretty easy. Check it. Went flying into there. That's my backup plan. Got it. So what I'll do is I'll just knock that edge off it, and then there's some sand that needs to go, and hopefully it's thick enough to warrant keeping it as a gem rather than anything else. Although there is some orange showing through, so it's been too thin. I'll grab a section of black potch and we'll see what it looks like. What have I got here? Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, I think I'll doublet it. I'm trying out just using super glue for doublets. It seems to work out fine. Used to mix up black oxide and all sorts of things. Yep. And so here it goes. There's a leak. Oh, what? Oh, that's just not cricket, mate. So you got all your profits back with the YouTube channel, I presume? I'm nearly at 500 subs, which means that I'm not even monetized yet. I'm doing this for fun though. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to grab, have I got some here? Thought I had some. Oh yeah. So, she thinks I'm committing sacrilege by trying to make double to super glue. For your viewing pleasure, I'll do this in front of you. Not as easy as it looks. In other words, for your viewing pleasure, you're going to get my hand stuck to myself. Yeah. I'm just going to do it outside the viewing window because I've just stuck to things. Tried to do it in the camera, but that just failed miserably. Now the rope was stuck to me. So I'll try that again. I'm going to have to do it sensibly and show you afterwards. Stuck to me again. Let's do that. Bad opal. Alright, there we go. So what I can do Human skin, just so you know, my fingers ain't coming off this. Yeah. Organostone, I suppose. There we go. So that's on, and I'm literally stuck to it. What I'll do is I'll leave it to dry for a second. And whilst I'm letting it dry, hopefully it's not moving now. Still moving. Get onto something else. Yeah, what I found out is when the glue shrinks, because the toluene evaporates, what I found out is you just add more glue, and then that's the time you trim it, because then the material from the backing actually comes in. The powder comes into the super glue and it makes it all black. So that works out quite well for me. Have a look at this piece here. See if we can get something out of it. Oh, my fingers feel terrible. Oh, I hate that feeling on my fingers, and also I can't feel as well, so I'll probably drop more opals. So maybe that's entertaining. That's what YouTube's about, isn't it? Entertainment. Or maybe that works. It's coming off. Ah. Just a bit of sand down the back there. Sand down the front. Like the charge of the light Opal Brigade. Sand to the left of them, sand to the right. As they thunder down and a couple of hundred extra pages happen. The good news about that is Google doesn't know my fingerprints either now. So how was the stream, honey? No, it was great. Best comedy ever. Did you mean it to be funny? No. Running out of space real fast. Gotta try one last little... Oh, okay. I've got a few things here. I just I'll send you my address, no problem. Thanks, that's a generous offer, by the way. I look forward to that. I've seen some of those jars of goodies you have. Like you have a giant, massive chunk of Andamuka Matrix just lying around. I saw that one, and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. Yeah, I think we're at the law of diminishing returns there. I think we're going to have to call that one a picture stone. Maybe even a bitcher stone. Oh, look at this guy. Nice little fragment here. That piece had to go. Apparently that one did too. Okay, so here's my dilemma. Tiny piece of sand there. Carve it away. Okay, let's have a look and see if the sand's gone. If it is, we then have to make a decision on how to cut it. Yeah, I reckon the safest and easiest option is just to cut that piece off. That'll make a tiny little thing for someone. Or maybe... No, I'll be turning it into a cab anyway, so that piece will go in the cab process. As an FYI, Phil, I actually do quite enjoy cutting the little pieces. I think they're quite challenging. Plus these guys are quite bright. Not like me. I've positioned everything so that drops do not matter. The only problem is I've got it into the perfect holding position, then I drop it. You read my mind, mate. Not the dice inlay. Having said that, my daughter is into D&D, and I said at some stage I would get round to cutting her a D20, whatever that is. She said, "You up to the task? You've got to make sure it's unbiased." I'm like, "You're going to have the most fun because you're going to know which number it's going to fall on." This one's a smash up. There we go. I'll just carve this around. Why would I take a shortcut when you can do it the hard way? There we go. I think you'd have to use some kind of geometric process in order to get the point between the middle between the stick. For example, you move your fingers towards the center whilst balancing the stick on your fingers. You'd have to figure out some kind of method like that. I can imagine, like, if you've ever continued to grind an opal into dust as you're trying to get each side right, I think a dice would be 10 times the issue. Speaking of which, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead on this one. It's quite good, but I'll dock it up. Yeah, have you seen that? I'll show you this bad boy. I made this. So this is essentially got a dopped opal on the edge there, and then you can turn it any which way you like using this handle here, and you can also move that up and down, well, presumably, and you can move this left and right on the bottom there. So yeah, that's my faceting tool. Alright, so this will be the last thing. I'm going to actually just carve the doublet out. Okay, for the last bit there's just that tiny little gap that we all knew would happen. Now, well, we've still got a lead stone. At least it ain't going to jump out of my hands. Well, this is a different experience. Ever used your finger as a dopstick? The cool thing about making your own stuff is that I figured out how to do like cross doweling, so that I could have all the angles covered. You know, Phil, not everyone can do that, I've discovered as well. There we go. Coated in super glue. I'll just dot that up and then we've got ourselves a nice little doublet for today. Where did that one go? It missed all of my carefully designed snares. Oh well. Okay, I think that's a good place to end this. Oh, I found it. I used to work in a hardware store years ago, cutting keys. Alright, I found it again. Okay, I think we're going to end it on that note though. I'm just going to carve that little piece off. Don't you dare keep that sand in there. Not after all that effort. Sand gone, by the way. Okay, carve the end down and then that's it out of here. Oh, look at that. Nice little doublet there. Alright, I'll drop that up at some other stage. I'm too scared to actually dop and run a live stream because last time it was a disaster. But what have I got? I've got a few little stones here. There's one more too. Can't see it. Oh well. So I've got these guys. They're all quite small. They call them pointers, don't they? So, you know, not too bad. That one is probably the key of them. Let's have a look. I think there's one more around somewhere too. Yeah, not a bad little session. But like I said, I've got things to do. So thank you very much for watching. I will actually post this the moment it all processes. You know how it all goes. So have a lovely afternoon. I've been Dr. Phil, and there's been another honorary Dr. Phil, I do believe, who's been watching as well. Have a lovely day, guys. Dr. Phil out.